Hey, this is Josh from CollectionDX. What we have here is a very special sneak preview of the ThreeZero Mazinger Z. This, of course, is a iconic super robot Mazinger Z that was kind of reimagined in a very steampunk style by the guys over at ThreeZero. This was done under supervision of Gona Guy, so he approves. So check this beast out. He is enormous. I'll give you a little hint. There's a Glass guy just hanging out there. So you get the gist that he is big. Mucho big. He's all plastic. You know, there's no metal in him at all, so get that out of the way. But it's a real nice, high quality plastic. Insane attention to detail going on with this guy. Really unique, you know, and it's one of those things that people are going to ask me, like, well, you know, is it worth the $300 or something like that? And I have to say right off the bat, like, well, do you dig this design? Because it is a very particular design. Some people are going to like it, some people aren't going to like it. It's up to you. If you like this design, it's a great frickin' toy. So let's go into some of the little details and see what we can see what you think. The head of Mazinger Z is on a dual ball joint. Moves around pretty easily. The pillar is removable, and the wings do open up a little bit. So that's kind of neat. The detail is really great. All the rivets and thing makes it look like a real machine. You know, like it's a real piece of farm equipment or something. You know, I think it's kind of cool. Next up, we're gonna look at the shoulders. So the shoulders have these rods on it. The rods are sort of rubbery plastic, so they're not going to snap, which is nice. Listen to that clicky joint. Nice. Nicely done joint work. This swivels. And this rotates this way too. The iron cutter fists are actually a separate part. They can come right off. And they see these little tabs here. That's what they kind of align and snap into. So there's no magnets or anything like that. The blades do extend pretty easily. But that's about as far as they go, like that. Yeah. The hand is fully articulated. With each finger and each joint being individually jointed. So it is nice. The wrist swivels. It's not a super strong wrist, and that will come into play a little later when you're holding the sword, but it's just, that part's really nice. These pistons on the side, they work, but also the waist itself turns in addition to the pistons. It kind of looks like the door should open and be like you shovel coal in or something, but no, that doesn't. It's not what happens. And if you check out the back, the detailing on the back of the waist is really nice. It's got kind of a little safety rail in here. It looks like it should move, but this is just solid molded detail. Same with these two, these don't move. This back piece here is held on with a magnet. These are magnets. And there's a little switch here. When you turn it on, Mr. Mazinger lights up. Now, I don't know if this is a thing that was abandoned or what, but see the centerpiece light, the peg lights up from the eyes, and it looks like, you know, maybe the pilder should light up, but in my case it doesn't. But it does seem like the material should be somewhat translucent, so I don't know if that's a design change or if it's a feature that just doesn't work really well. I don't know, but the light up eyes look really, really great. The legs, hips have a couple different joint things going on. First you have the swivel in the upper leg, then you have a very tight leg joint. But it does work, but you gotta really secure it. It's nicely done though. It looks cool. The back, the knees do move, and it exposes a little bit of detail in the front. And some nice vent sort of detail in the back here, which is pretty cool. So the feet have some good things in it too. One is you do have, you know, full ball joint motion. These actually are on a piston, which does work. A little rod here. These pull out a little bit for some reason. Don't know quite why. I also like the little ladder on the side there, and of course underneath the feet you have some great detail. Also included is a sword, which is about 13 inches long. It's reasonably light, but has some really cool detail on the handle there. One downside of the sword is there's no peg or magnet or anything to help it be held, and with fully articulated fingers it can be a challenge to get a handhold on these. You can get the hands to hold, but you'll notice that it's very tenuous, and you have to get just the right position because the wrist is just a little loose to hold the sword up on its own. Now, that's just in this sample, doesn't mean they're all going to be that way. Just something to keep in mind. So at $330 US, Mazinger Z is not cheap, but he's 16 inches tall of 3A quality robot with an insane amount of detail, beautiful paint applications, great articulations, and he's very sturdy and very durable. Now, put it in perspective, if you're going to get like an X Goken from Future, it's only 12 inches tall. Granted, it's full of metal, but that's like $400 something. So you're getting more robot. It is a boutique-y thing. It is limited. It is, you know, not for everybody, but it's really cool, and the design really grew on me, especially seeing it in person. It looked sort of dopey when I first saw it. It was really not for me, but then I saw it at New York Toy Fair, and it grew on me a little more, and then I got the sample, and then I'm in. I think this is really great. And if they do more robots in this style, you know, Great Mazinger, Grandizer, Getter, etc., yeah, I'd probably be down for it. I think it's really a really unique concept, a unique take on the design. And to be fair, as Mazinger fans, we've done the X-Goken designs, the Mazinger 1901 designs, Mazinger Z, Great Mazinger, Mazinkaiser, Mazinger SKL, the American reversion of Mazinger, God Mazinger. I mean, there's just a lot of different interpretations of Mazinger Z, so a slightly different take on the character shouldn't really put fans off too much. So this guy is expected to ship, I think, third or fourth quarter of 2014. So he's up for pre-order now. You can get him wherever fine toys are sold, but I would recommend Big Bad Toy Store, Angles.com, or even the ThreeZero online web shop. You can get them for pre-order there as well. So awesome. This has been the ThreeZero Mazinger Z by ThreeZero. And I am Josh from CollectionDX. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get our updates. Like us, whatever you do. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Talk to you next time. Bye.